one lab that what we have done yesterday. And day before yesterday, I believe we have done some PowerShell commands scripting also to deploy the virtual machines with different resources and all. For that, I'll just share the material, updated material and PowerShell command Excel document with all of you. Just go ahead and download it right now. Okay. So that it will be handy with all of you and you can practice it whenever you want. Okay, fine. So I'll just go to this Google Drive. I'll say here file upload. Okay, I'll go to Naresh IT. Okay. I think here is the material for all of you guys. Okay. So I'll just do one thing. Okay, let me come here. Naresh IT. I'll open this one. Yeah. This is the copy for you guys here. Open this also. Here I have updated the concept, right? Okay, yeah, this one. So I'll just remove this because I have updated this yesterday. So I want to give it to the updated copy instead of this one. Okay. I'll come here. Yeah, here it is. This concept I have updated yesterday, right? So I'll just come here. Yeah. Fine. Put it. Okay. I'll click on save. I'll close this one now. Okay. I'll close this one also. Fine. I'll go here. I'll say file upload. I'll go to downloads. I'll say here upload it. So I'm uploading the updated material. That one topic only I have updated in yesterday's class. So the same I'm trying to give it to you guys. Okay. So now please go ahead to this link and download these two documents. Okay. Click on these three dots and say download. Okay. Click on these three dots and say download. Okay, quickly go ahead and download these two documents, guys. This is the PowerShell commandlet Excel that what we have referred in our classes. Okay, for the deployment of the resources using PowerShell commandlets. And in this material, we have done the encryption and decryption of the VM disks using PowerShell commandlets, and we have done an automation lab also using PowerShell commandlets to install this software IIS. So these two things, please go ahead and download quickly. Okay. No. The Khaja, the file is same only. Just the things whatever I'm changing on the running classes based upon the labs what we are doing. Whatever I'm updating little here and there, maybe 2 lines I have updated or 5 lines I have updated, that even that 2 lines or 5 lines or 1 line what I have updated. I am doing the same update in the same file. Okay, and I'm just sharing it with all of you guys. Okay, you have not missed anything. Yeah. Just go ahead and download these 2 copies, guys. Quick, please. It's very important. That's why I'm giving class time here to download it. Correct or not? Okay, done. What about others? How many students are there in the class? Almost 28 students are there. So I should get 28 responses now. Please, guys, see why I'm forcing here, why I'm emphasizing here is because I'm not going to keep this material and this PowerShell commandlets for long. Tomorrow it will be deleted. So please go ahead and download it. Later, you are the only one who is going to suffer. You have to suffer. No one is going to help you out. So please click on these 3 dots and download it immediately in your laptops. Once you click on download, it will download in your laptop. You can see that in the download folder here. Okay, it will come here to your downloads folder. I believe so. Depends upon the browser what you are using. Okay, thank you. So guys, everyone done? Or still the downloading is going on for some people here? Or if anyone is facing some challenges, some problem? Why I have to share the link once again? Alam Sethi, you didn't get it? Okay, take it one more time. Okay, I believe that the link is visible to everyone. Okay, guys, go ahead and download it. I'm giving 2 more minutes. Quick. Done. Everyone completed? Who has not completed yet? I didn't get the 28 responses, I believe. Guys, please download. I'm giving lot of importance to it. If you are not having the material properly, then you cannot do the labs. Please understand. That's why I'm giving precious class time for this to download. And it's not going to be here for lifetime. Hardly I'm going to delete it after 2 to 3, 4 hours. After the class, you will forget it for sure. I know that we are human beings, we'll keep forgetting the things. That's why I'm giving class time here to download it for you. Okay. Still, I believe some people has to go for it. All right, everyone done? Okay, I'll just come in 1 minute, guys. Please download rest of the people. I'll come in 1 minute, okay? And I'm telling you guys, later on, if you ask me after 2 days, after 3 days, I'm going to ignore your question, I'm telling you. Okay. So please, I'm giving time here. Download these two documents. That's it, not more than that. And rest of the things like sample resume, interview question and answers, and certification dumps. Okay. All these things, I'll share it in the last class. Fine. Okay. All right, guys. I believe now everyone has downloaded. Okay. Later on, if you ask me, sir, we have not done, then you are at your own risk now. Fine. So I'm opening the material now. So from where we have to start today? As I have promised in yesterday's class that I'll share the updated material and this PowerShell commandlet Excel document that I have shared in today's class. Okay, fine. So as per your batch, we have to start. What is Azure DevOps? Page number 65, right? Yeah. What is Azure DevOps? We have to start from here, right? So I'll just go here to page number 65. Page number 65 it is going to be. I think I have updated something, this PowerShell scripting. Okay, because of that reason, the page numbers got shuffled here and there. What is Azure DevOps? We have to start from, right? What is Azure DevOps? So yeah, what is Azure DevOps? From here we have to start. Yesterday we have done the PowerShell scripting demo completed. Fine, got it, got it. So, what is Azure DevOps? See, Azure DevOps is basically not a technology or a kind of a framework. It is a set of modern tools and services and also a methodology or an approach that we will practice to implement in our projects or applications in organizations and IT firms. Okay, see guys here, what the point I'm trying to make here is many freshers, I have seen that they will consider Azure DevOps as a framework or a technology. No, Azure DevOps is a combination of multiple services. I'm putting just a very simple sentence here. Azure DevOps, okay, is Azure DevOps is offering us a combination of multiple services, and these services are the most okay advanced or latest services which helps us to build, deploy, okay, and create the web applications or projects also, you can say, in IT firms. IT firms means who? IT firms means companies like IBM, okay, Tech Mahindra, okay, Infosys, etc., etc. Okay, so these all services we are developing, we are building, we are deploying these applications using all these services. We are in the cloud computing, in the cloud computing here. Okay, MNCs, right? Correct. Many companies, not even MNCs. If you take even small companies, the companies who are having like just 500 employees, the companies who are having 500 employees or 5,000 employees, okay, even such companies is also using Azure DevOps. You can use Azure DevOps services, okay, if you are having only one room company also. There is no such restriction. There is no such restriction that we have to use Azure cloud computing and Azure DevOps services. Okay, fine guys. And again, I'm telling, being an Azure DevOps engineer, being an Azure DevOps engineer, you have to have, you must have, I'll say here, you must have a good hands-on. Okay, in both the portals, or platforms. And what are those? Those are portal.azure.com and dev.azure.com. Both are needed. Both are needed here. Okay. So till now we have done lot of demos from more than 1 month. I can say in this portal, in this platform. Now we are coming here to dev.azure.com. After that, again we'll go back to portal.azure.com. Okay. Now some demos we are going to do here in dev.azure.com. After that, again we'll come back to portal.azure.com, and again some demos we'll do here in portal.azure.com. So being a DevOps engineer, guys, you should be having a great hands-on in both these tools, in both these platforms, in both these cloud computing portals. Okay, now we have started learning the Azure DevOps services. Till now we have learned Azure DevOps services here, and now we are learning Azure DevOps services here. Both are needed for sure. Okay, fine. So that is what I'm trying to say here. So advantages of Azure DevOps is what? Okay, multiple advantages are there. It maximizes the efficiency. Okay, it maximizes the efficiency. Advantages of Azure DevOps. It optimizes the entire business. Guys, see, this is the complete theoretical information. Okay, like with efficiency, what do I mean by this point, by this subheading is that with automations like using the CI/CD pipeline services of Azure DevOps, we can automate the deployment process. Okay, especially for applications operations team at a particular frequency or time as per the project requirement. So we are going to learn here the automations of CI/CD pipelines. Okay, that is what I'm trying to say here. Optimizes the entire business. With DevOps, we can make the most effective use of all the files, codes, and logics that we have written in different repositories. Also to merge them with different branches as in whenever needed for different projects. Okay, so just this is the theoretical information, guys. I completely understand you may getting confused now. Okay, saying what is merge here, what is branches here, okay, what is CI/CD pipelines here. So give me some time. Okay, these are some few advantages I am just mentioning. These technical terms might be bothering you, I know very well. Give me some time, I'll show every single thing practical. Every single thing I'll show you practical. Just read these theoretical points, okay, as an advantages of Azure DevOps. Okay, fine. And next advantage, it improves speed and stability of software development and deployment. Yes, it gets you to focus on what matters the most. Okay, whatever you needed accordingly, crystal clear, it will give you the information for your task, for your project development to be done. Okay, next advantage, implementation of project development using DevOps is cheap. Yes, using DevOps, developing the projects is cheap compared to traditional approach, straightforward to implement different stories, work items, and projects using DevOps. Now, what is stories? What is work items? Okay, what is this epics, issues, task? Everything I'm going to show you practically. Okay, in the upcoming classes, one by one. Who should learn DevOps? Next question, who should learn DevOps? Developers, operation team members, individual developers who are working as one member only in the team, freelancers, managers who are working in management role, clients who are working as product owner or who is working as business analyst, okay, or business relationship manager who is on client facing side. Basically everyone has to learn DevOps, guys. Trust me, whatever is your role, everyone has to learn DevOps, because the complete projects these days are developing, building, deploying using DevOps tools and services. So you must learn DevOps, whatever is your role. Either you are working as a manager, team leader, developer, tester, yeah, Scrum Master also. Scrum Master also must learn DevOps. Leave about Scrum Master. Product owner also should learn DevOps. Okay, yes, DevOps is having multiple services here. Some services belongs to managers, some services belongs to developers, some services belongs to testers. Like this, different mix and match is there. Yes, I understand. But if you're working as manager, then there are some 2-3 services that you must know. Then only you can handle the project easily. Else, handling the project will become very tough for you because you won't understand what's going on in your project. Now, being a developer, there are some 2-3 services that you must know. Some other services you can leave it. Something like this. Okay, fine. Now, why the IT industry is using or adopting to develop or execute the projects in DevOps? Next question. Why the IT industry is using? See, complex systems was there and that must maintain. Previously, before 5 years, the procedure to develop the projects was very much complex. Okay, people should be very skillful, people should be having a very detailed and good analysis skills, people should be having a great understanding about the project, they should be having the knowledge complete end to end, then only it will become easy for them to complete the tasks. But now DevOps services has made some things very easy for us, using which we can easily develop and build the projects. Okay, cost expenses was also very much more. Cost expenses were more to maintain or sustain the projects using waterfall methodology. Waterfall methodology means the previous one. Okay. Madhavi, I think we started using DevOps almost from 3-4 years, I believe, as of now. Okay, not much old. 3 years, I can say. Okay, in many companies, I have seen after COVID only they have started using DevOps. Okay, it depends. Separate team has to be maintained. Okay, to maintain the project. Before DevOps, we have to have separate teams. Okay, development team 5 members, testing team 4 members, application operation team 5 members, monitoring team 5 members. Okay, now DevOps services, the people who knows DevOps, okay, they can work dynamically. Previously, if companies were needing 25 people to run a project, now with DevOps, they can run the project just with 15 people only. So 10 job cuts has been done. Okay, with DevOps, the companies are reducing the workforce. Okay, with DevOps, the companies are reducing the workforce. Okay, means what? Means job cuts. Everyone wants to save the money. Okay, previously, okay, to run a project, okay, if company needs 25 people as an example, okay, then they have to give salaries to all 25 people. Okay, now with DevOps tools and services, okay, they can run the complete project just with 15 people. So, how many? Straightforward. 10 job cuts has been done. That's why companies are also struggling very hard to come to the DevOps, as well as they need DevOps engineers also. Okay. How to relate means what, Madhavi? Waterfall. Okay, I'm not going to explain that what is waterfall and all. That is not in the syllabus. Okay. Agile methodology means what? DevOps is nothing but agile methodology only. Okay. In waterfall, the different people were doing different roles and responsibility, whereas in Azure DevOps, that is agile methodology only. Okay, the services will train you in such a way, you will get trained in such a way that multiple things one person can only do. You getting my point? Whereas in waterfall, there was dedicated separate teams to do separate works. Okay, now it is not the case. Fine. So if one person is doing 5 tasks in 9 hours, now the same person is doing, okay, 5 tasks maybe in 5 hours, something like this. Efficiency got improved with the DevOps services here. Okay, if they need to roll back some code, then that they have executed, it will be too complex in traditional approach. Okay, like this, multiple points I have mentioned, guys, here. Just keep these points in your head, okay, so that it will make you a lot of relevant to learn the DevOps tools and services. Okay, fine. Next, we are having here how software development works. Okay. So what we'll do before we are starting any project, first we'll do the planning. Okay. Then we'll do the coding. Then we do the build of the code. Then we'll do the testing. Then finally we'll do the monitoring if all is working as expected or not. When we are constructing an apartment, what we'll do first, we'll create a plan. Correct now? First we'll create the plan. Then we'll do the coding. Means what? We'll develop. Then we'll do the building. Okay. Building means kind of touch-ups, final works kind of. Then we'll do the testing. Then we'll get the occupancy certificate. Then we'll allow the people to stay in the apartment. Something like this. The IT projects also work. First, we'll do the planning, then we'll do the coding, then we'll do the code building. Code building means checking the code, everything is correct or not. Testing means whatever we have developed, ensuring that everything is working as expected or not. Then finally, we are monitoring also. Okay. See, software development life cycle, how it is going to happen, software development life cycle. First, we'll do the planning. Okay. So who will involve in planning? Business teams, product owners team, business analyst and all. Then code building and testing will be done by development team and DevOps engineers, including testers also. Deploy, operate and monitor. These all things will be taken care by the operations team. This will be taken care by operations team. Business team or product owner. PO stands for product owner. Okay. So this team will get involved in planning stage. Development team will get involved in code building and testing stage. Operations team will get involved in deployment, operations, and monitoring of the projects, applications. Okay, fine. These are all the definitions and simple information I have given guys in these points. Okay, read this carefully. I have given you the updated document here for you as material. Read it and then let me know if you're having any doubts. What is DevOps here? See, DevOps is something where the development and operations team work together. What I'm saying here, the development and operations team work together. Here we see dev from development and ops from operations. Hence, development plus operations, we call it as DevOps. Development means what? Whatever the client given you to develop, okay, the client says, suppose for an example, let us say that you are working for some banking application. Okay, let us say you are working for some banking application called Bank of America. Now, this client is saying you that develop some feature where the end users of my bank can cancel the credit card. Cancel the credit card, okay, on the by logging into the net banking, by making a login to the net banking. He wants this. So the end user can cancel the credit card by making a login to the net banking. Now, this feature you have to develop. This will be done by development team, and even DevOps engineer will also involve in it. Then operations means, okay, slight changes here that is needed, or after it's been developed, completed. Okay, you are ensuring if things are working as expected or not, or small enhancements has to be done. Okay, business as usual. Okay, that will be taken care by operations team. The business is being carried away as usual, as expected to the end users. Okay, that is be taken by operations. So development team and operations team work together. That is called as DevOps. So here you are doing both development as well as operations also. If you can do both, then only you are calling yourself as DevOps engineers. Okay, see, I have written a good point here. DevOps is a culture or a practice which fills the gap between the development team and operations team. If you are thinking DevOps is a tool or a particular framework or any programming language, then this is not true. DevOps is compatible with any programming language. You can use DevOps with .NET, with Python, with Go language, with I can say PHP, Ruby, Java, C++, ASP.NET, whatever you want, you can use with DevOps. DevOps is not a language. DevOps is a set of modern tools and services that you are practicing, you are adopting in your project developments. If you know Python, you use Python in DevOps. If you know .NET, you can use .NET in DevOps. Any language, any programming language you can use. Okay, ARM templates also, Azure Resource Manager templates also will use in Azure DevOps. Biceps we can use in Azure DevOps, anything. Okay. DevOps is basically a culture. It's a practice where both the teams, development and operations teams work together in the entire software development lifecycle to ensure the quality of the product, ability of a product to work in different environments and to deliver the value for the business into bits and pieces. Yes, that's very true. Okay, so read all these theoretical points, guys. Complete theoretical points here that I'm giving. I have given already. Then next we'll see here benefits of DevOps. What are the benefits that we are having? We can give fast delivery. Okay, fast delivery. Whatever the client wants us to develop the features and all, we can give it as soon as possible by using DevOps tools and services. It reduces the time. Okay, if one task is taking, let us take 5 hours. If you develop the same task using DevOps, then it might be completed in 3 hours only. Depends upon your efficiency, how much perfect you are using your DevOps tools and services. That also depends. Rollbacks are very easy in DevOps. By any chance, if you have deployed something which is not supposed to be, kind of quality. Okay, testing is also very big. Testing is also easy in Azure DevOps. Okay, collaboration, as we are having a lot of features in Azure DevOps services, like you can do the attachments, you can do a communication, you can check the history, you can get all the details in your tasks, what all is to be needed. Everything can be done just within a single screen with a single service, in a single service. So that's why collaboration also become very easy if you are using Azure DevOps services here. More agility, yes, easy to use. Azure DevOps services are even easy to use also. No maintenance. You are not responsible to maintain, to take care of this Azure DevOps services. It's completely Microsoft responsibility. Okay, just you are using it here. Whereas in the traditional approach, all the softwares, all the frameworks, all the servers, okay, all the agents, everything you have to maintain when their license are expiring, when we have to renew. Okay, what is the version is coming, what is the new version, okay, which version we are working into. Frameworks are having multiple versions, right? So maintenance responsibility is nothing on your shoulders. There is no maintenance cost if you are working with a DevOps here. Reliable, yes, we can trust. Okay, and we can have a faith, because when we are putting our project code in DevOps, then it is the responsibility of Microsoft to provide protection, security to our project code. Okay. Yes, that's very true. Secure also, that's very true. Security is also given great to a great extent for our Azure DevOps project when we are using Azure DevOps here. What is the need of DevOps? Okay. This is the justification I have given here. What is Azure DevOps? Azure DevOps is a set of modern services which is used to plan smarter, collaborate better, and ship faster. Okay. It's a modern services that we can use to do all these activities. Fine. Next, we are having, okay, relationship between Azure and Azure DevOps. Okay, this is all theory, guys. This is complete theory. Okay, read all these points. My intention is here, to make you learn the things practically. Okay, this is all the theoretical information. Please go ahead, okay, and read it. Fine. And practically, I'll just show you everything. Okay. So Azure and Azure DevOps, what is the relationship between here? See, if you see, Azure is a very big ocean. Azure is a very big ocean, and Azure DevOps is part of it. As I have told earlier also, if you guys remember, in Azure Cloud Computing, we are having many portfolios. Okay. Azure Data Engineering is one portfolio. Azure DevOps is one portfolio. Azure Administration is one portfolio. Okay. Azure Container Services is one portfolio, right? And Azure IoT is one portfolio. And Azure AI plus ML is one portfolio. Like multiple are there. And Azure DevOps is one part of Azure. Azure DevOps is one part of Azure Cloud Computing. That is what I'm saying here. Okay. See, Azure DevOps is a feature or services of Azure. We can say like Azure is something very broad and Azure DevOps is part of Azure. We can say Azure DevOps is a feature of Azure. If we see as per the below graphical representation, then we can say Azure is something very big and Azure DevOps is just a part of it. Yes. Fine. Is that clear? Now, Azure DevOps services, if you see here, okay, we are going to learn these tools and services in Azure DevOps. What are the services we are going to learn? What are the tools and services? Normally, some people will call it as tools, some people will call it as services. So the tools and services that we are going to learn in Azure DevOps is overview, boards, repos, pipelines, test plans, and artifacts. Okay, these are all the inbuilt services we are learning, we are having in Azure DevOps. Microsoft has given these services. Okay, and we are even covering Terraforms also. Terraforms, again, that is a separate material like this Word document. I'll give it later point of time. Okay, fine. So these are the high level services that or tools we are going to learn in Azure DevOps. In this, again, we are having multiple sub-services. These are the main services. In this, again, we are having multiple sub-services also. Okay, fine. So if you see here, if you broadly classify, then we have above 6 services in Azure DevOps. Here we can choose any one of them, all of them. But for the success of any product or project, all these 6 services are required. It depends again. To be honest, okay, in a project, we might use only these 2 services, or we might use only these 3 services. Depends upon, okay. So based upon the project need, you can pick it up. What is board services here? See what I'm saying here? Boards are basically used to plan our work. Here we can write our stories, we can write the tasks, we can write bugs, we can write epics, and we can manage their progress. We can see in progress task, completed task, to do task. Basically, all these things are the agile board or Kanban boards, all these things can manage in the boards. So boards is one of the services that we are having in Azure DevOps, wherein we can manage each and everything. We can check each and everything here. Okay. In board services, okay, what is happening here? Okay. Task is assigned to whom? Suppose that there is one task to be done. Then that task, let us take applying for a credit card. Example, assume that you are working in a banking project as an Azure DevOps engineer, then this is the thing that you have to develop, applying for a credit card. So this is one task now. So this task is assigned to whom? Okay. When it is assigned, okay, it is assigned to so-and-so user. Let us take Tenali. Okay. So Tenali started working on it or not. Okay. When she is going to finish. Okay. On which date it is assigned to her. Okay. How much time she proposed to complete this task. Okay. Whether the task she has started working on it or even she has not started yet. Like this kind of all details, like this kind of all details you can see in board services. You can see in boards services. So this services is mostly relevant for managers and team leads to track, to trace, to monitor your work. And guys, see here in DevOps, everything is open and fair. Okay. Everything is open and fair. You cannot hide, you cannot bluff, you cannot make anyone's fool here. Everything will be shown here very nicely. On which date it got assigned. Okay. How many days back it got assigned, whether you are working it or not, everything is crystal clear. Yeah, kind of a Jira tool. Jira tool is different, Madhavi here. And Azure DevOps board services are different. Okay, kind of, yes, you are right. Kind of Jira tool only. Scrum Master will assign the task to you. Okay, depends upon, sometimes some master will assign, sometimes the product owner will assign the task, sometimes you can take the task on your own. It depends, guys. We are going to learn agile methodology also, agile practices. We are going to see agile practices also. On that time, I'll tell you how the agile practice, what are the agile practices, how the agile team will work on. Okay, these things also I'll explain in this course. Okay, so the point I'm trying to make here is these things we can see in board services. Practically also I'll show. I'll show practically as well. No need to worry. Okay, fine. Next we are having repose services. Okay, repos are basically something related to our code. Basically, it is repository. We can use Team Foundation Server or TFS or Git. Git also we can use, okay, to manage our code, create the branches, create multiple repositories. We can use all the features which are available from the Git in repos. Repos is nothing but a place where we are storing our project code. We are managing our code. We are enhancing our code. Multiple things we can do here. I'll show you all these things practically, guys. Boards, repos, pipelines. Okay, pipelines is something related to the deployment of our code. All the tasks like, automation process, CI/CD, everything will be available in the pipeline. Test plans, whatever we have developed, the work items. Okay, so that we are going to test it here. Artifacts. Artifacts is nothing but the collection of our package which are getting from the private repository to from the public repository, which we need to share among your teams. Depends upon your requirement. Artifacts will be helpful. Mostly it is useful for operations team. Okay, fine, guys. This is all the theoretical information, guys. Complete theoretical information. See now, I'll tell you one thing. Previously, before 2018, we call it as what? VSTS. See, on September 10th, 2018, Microsoft renamed VSTS to Azure DevOps Services. Before 2018, we called it as VSTS, Visual Studio Team Services. VSTS stands for Visual Studio Team Services. But now, after 10 September 2018, it is known as Azure DevOps Services. The below are some features which everyone should know in VSTS and Azure DevOps. Okay, in VSTS, we used to call it as build and release. Now, in DevOps, we are calling it as Azure pipelines. Okay, in VSTS, we call it as code. Here, we are calling it as repos. Okay, work, boards, test plans, packages, artifacts. Okay, so see here, guys, the point I'm trying to make here is whatever the code, okay, whatever the code, whatever the project that you are creating, that you are developing, I'll say, or building and putting this in Azure DevOps project, it means that you are keeping in Azure cloud computing. And it will come under the responsibility of Microsoft. Some people will love cloud computing, but they are hesitant to keep the project and project code in DevOps, means in cloud computing. They love the idea of cloud, but they will be kind of reluctant to keep the project and code in Azure DevOps. Maybe because of security and all. So for that we need not require to bother for it, because Microsoft is taking 100% responsibility of your code, of your project and all. You tell me, see, if Microsoft, okay, leaked your project or project code to someone, and definitely this news will leak out. Definitely this news will leak. Then do you think that others will also use Azure Cloud Computing or Azure DevOps? No one will use them. No one will use. So why unnecessarily Microsoft will, lose its clients? Why unnecessarily Microsoft will finish its complete image reputation in the market? No. In fact, it is giving you 100% assurance that if you are keeping your code, if you are using my cloud services, my DevOps portal to develop the projects, then I am going to give 100% security. Correct or not, guys? Azure DevOps can be used for no. On-premises project means your code will be in your servers only, Madhavi. That is a private cloud then. If you are keeping it in the Azure DevOps services, then only in the public cloud. It will be in the public cloud. Okay. You can develop your projects in on-premises, and then you can push that project in Azure DevOps. I'm going to show that also using Git commands. Okay. Khaja, what is the question? Can Microsoft use the data for themselves? No, Microsoft won't use your data also. No. Hey, I'll tell you one thing. See, you have deposited 2 lakh rupees in the bank account. You have deposited 2 lakh rupees in the bank account. And the bank is saying that we are not responsible for your money. Anything can happen. Will you deposit your 2 lakh rupees in that bank account? You will say, thank you so much. Nice to meet you. That's it. You will leave it. You will leave the bank. And if you are going to the bank, you are saying that I need my 2 lakh rupees bank. If bank says that no, we have consumed your money, we don't have it. Will bank will say no. If bank will say like this, then bank will lose all of its customers. Correct or not? Azure Tenali, Azure DevOps is having its own tools and services that all is been integrated in dev.azure.com. Okay, here. All Azure DevOps services is being integrated or offered in this tool dev.azure.com. Okay, so compared to other DevOps, many are having open source tools. Okay, and for that there is a lot of maintenance, lot of configuration, lot of complexity is required. Whereas in Azure DevOps, every services is being integrated in this portal, and it will become very easy for us to work on it. Okay, fine. All right. So guys, no, this is the ones we are going to learn here, Madhavi. Okay, list out other DevOps tools means what? I don't understand you. Here I have told now, these are all the Azure DevOps services only, Madhavi. These are all the Azure DevOps tools and services. These ones. Some open tools, it will be something like Buffett, Chuffet, and Maven, Jenkins. Okay. So these are open source tools which will be used in AWS DevOps. So what are the tasks? What are the things that we are doing using that open tools and services? The same we can do it here using this Azure DevOps tools and services also. Doing the project development, building the project, then deploying the project, all these things. Okay. Here, Microsoft has integrated all these tools and services in the portal called dev.azure.com. Practicals I have not started, guys. Once I start the practical now, it will become, the picture will become very much clear to all of you. Okay, fine. So what I'll do, guys, I'll just stop the class here. Tomorrow we'll see how to create an account in Azure DevOps. Okay, how to create an account in Azure DevOps. This we'll see in tomorrow's class. All right. LM Setti 104, okay, is Azure administration. We are not covering 104 here. Okay. And 400, wait for some more time here. Still, there are many topics that we have to cover. So I'll ask you maybe to wait for some more 15 days, I believe so. Okay, then you can take up the exam. I'll give you the certifications and dumps if you want it for your certification. Okay, wait for some more time. Okay, Khaja France Bank, you are having an option for it. So Khaja, if they are ready to wait for you, make them wait for some more time. Okay, if they are saying like, no, we are having some other candidates also. Sometimes the companies won't listen. They will simply ask you to take the interview or else leave it. Depends upon the situation. If you are not waiting for you, Khaja, then you take up the interview. Else wait for some more time. We are going to learn repos. Okay, we are going to learn boards. We are going to learn pipelines. Okay, these three services are really heart of Azure DevOps. So these three services at least let us cover, then you can take up the interview. If your situation is not in your favor, then you cannot do anything. Go ahead and take up the interview then. 900 dumps, Yokendra. Okay, I'll share it. I'm having, though 900, not much we are covering, but no problem. I'll share the dumps with you for 900 also. I'm having it, no problem. Yes, Shiva Kumar, I'll share the resume as well. Just wait for some time, some days. I'll share the sample resume also. Madhavi, AZ 900 is fundamental certification. AZ 400 is Azure DevOps certification. No, 204 dumps, I'm not having it. 204 is for database side, for database people. I'm not a database guy much, so I'm not having 204 dumps. Neither I'm having great knowledge for 204 syllabus also, guys. I'm an Azure DevOps guy. I'm an Azure Cloud Solutions Architect. Okay. So 204 is completely on databases side. Okay. Is that clear? Fine, guys. So I'll just stop the class here. Tomorrow we'll see, okay, how to create an account in Azure DevOps. From here, we'll see here. Okay. I'll show you how to create an account in Azure DevOps. Okay. Okay, sir. So 900 and 400 is enough. Yes. Alam Seti, you are right. 900 and 400 is enough for you to get a job. Why do you move to European countries? No. I am now in India only. Okay. I'm in India only. I got an opportunity, okay, to move to European countries, but I'm having some, situations in my family. I have to take care of my mother and all. So for that reason, I'm in India. I got an opportunity from my company to move to Europe. Okay. Yes, approximately 10 days, I believe so, Madhavi. I cannot say 10 days or less than that or more than that. As I have told, number of classes is not important for us. Completing the syllabus is important, and understanding all the concepts for you guys is important for us. Okay. Yeah, 10 days plus or minus here and there. Yes, correct. Okay. All right, guys, then. Thank you so much. It was nice answering your questions. Okay. We'll connect again tomorrow and we'll start here from creating an account in Azure DevOps projects. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Madhavi. Thank you so much. All right, guys, then. Bye, everyone. Take care. Have a nice day ahead. Bye bye. Take care, guys. Good day.